No Talent Beats.
What up, though?
Poppin' blood.
How y'all doing out there?
Yeah, I'm not gang affiliated.
Gang. I'm Saints gang affiliated. Oh, you know, my boy Sean, he gonna come back. Shout out Sean. We love you, Sean. Not this guy. I don't love this guy. Sean Payton, we love you, man.
That nigga name is Scene.
Who that? Who that?
He talking about Scene Payton.
Who's seen? Why?
Because he going, so who's seen it?
You're so crazy.
It's over, bro.
For who?
for y'all.
For why?
There was a report that the Jets went after Alvin Kamara, too. Welcome to the Educated Brothers podcast.
That's how you got on a Mark Sanchez jersey.
Hey, brother. Mark did his thing for like 3 years. Don't sleep on Mark.
Yeah, son, especially when he was in the booty, like the butt fumble.
I don't care. The crazy part is the Jets haven't been to the playoffs since Mark Sanchez was our quarterback.
Yo, y'all should go get him. What is it, analyst now?
Nah, they fucked that up.
Dang, that kind of sucks.
Top 5. Mark Sanchez ain't young, bro.
I mean, that's true. That is pretty true, though. What up, though, world? How y'all feeling out there? We hope y'all good. How you feeling, though, Sean?
I'm good. I'm still, I took a nap.
Yeah. Just gonna open up like that, like, yo, I just took a nap.
Old man problems. I took a nap. I'm still trying to wake the fuck up.
Nah, for real though, he really did. Like, we ain't gonna talk about the duration of how long I had to wait, but yeah, my boy was out here. He had a Snuggie on and everything, son.
Catching Z.
The little fuzzy bunny slippers. He was kicking his feet like this and shit.
I woke up feeling like I needed. He said, I woke up like I was on the moon.
Nigga, what?
I woke up.
Look at the wrist.
Listen, oh man, but I'm gonna get it together.
Yeah. As we go on with the episode, I know you will, son.
So welcome. This is episode 16. Oh, we doing it?
1 of them, 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them, 5 of them, 6 of them, 7 of them, 8 of them, 9 of them, 10 of them, 11 of them, 12 of them, 13 of them, 14 of them, 15 of them, 16 of them. Booyah shaka! That's the sound of the police.
We got through it. We're going to come at y'all with another NFL playoff recap.
My bad.
If you guys didn't watch last week or listen to last week's episode,
Check that out.
we were pretty, we didn't get all the predictions correct, but we were pretty spot on
Yo,
with how the games were going to go.
Yo, I did my record, bro. I don't know if you did yours, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie to the people that I was 1 for 3 last week, bro. I only got right the Rams Bucks. Every other game I was wrong. I said Titans, I said Green Bay, and I said Buffalo.
I went 3 for 1.
Well, I ain't Sean. I went 3 for 1. Ain't nobody ask you what you went. We was talking about me, bro. I recognize that you had I already knew you was doing better than me when you called the Titans. Yo, if y'all didn't see the Titans game, bro, y'all should check out last episode because he called it.
Exactly.
He said it was going to come down to a field goal. He called it, son. So we going to give him that. Give him a little ding ding for that, son, because he was right on time for that one, son.
As far as the Rams,
Let's give it some order, bro. You know how we do, son. We're going to start off with the AFC, son. So starting with the AFC, we got, let's just start with them. Titans and Bengals. Honestly, bro, Burrow did his thing. I ain't going to hold you. But, I mean, him and Jamar, they have a great connection, bro. Yes. They really do. But that game, I ain't going to hold you, was a bit of a snooze fest, bro. It was just field goal after field goal after field goal after field goal.
For people who like me who play football.
You like defense, bro. You was enjoying it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The hits, everything was good about it. It's just, bro, I wanted some more offense, bro.
Here's the crazy
but like I said, don't get me wrong. Jamar Chase went off.
And here's the crazy part about that game. As defensive as it was, because Tennessee did have 9 sacks. Mm-hmm. Burrow threw for over 300 yards.
You're right, son. We gonna talk about that in predictions, but I'm a concede and say that you was right about believing Burrow, son.
I told you, Burrow's nasty. For him, for
9 times, bro, and for them to still win, son.
And he he stood firm.
He gutted it out. And anybody gonna say like, yo, but he didn't really do nothing at the end. Yo, bruh. If it would have been, there's a lot of quarterbacks y'all could think of that would have been in that same situation and destroyed it.
My man's mental toughness
is different, bruh. He's different, bruh.
Anybody who gets hit that amount of times, now you're starting to see the flinch. Like,
he didn't get rattled at all.
Eli Manning was known for turning his back.
Yo.
Like he was throwing it.
Yo, every time he did that throw, I hated it,
he started getting hit too much. He was like, fuck it, I'm not going to keep taking it.
Word.
Burrow was just standing there. You would have never known he was getting hit that many times. He was taking it.
That's why when they even said 8 originally, he tied it. I'm like, he got hit that many times? You're right.
If you saw when he was getting interviewed at the end of the game, I'm sorry, number 98 for the Titans, his name literally just escaped me. Dawkins walked up to him and dapped him up like, yo, bro, you tough. That's respect.
Yo, that son.
He was taking it.
At the end of the day, though, he still did his thing for the amount of times he got hit. And ultimately, it was a good game. Don't get me wrong. This round was way better than the divisional round. Than the wild card round.
This legit might have been the best round of NFL playoffs.
Yo, it was great. Really like, there was really good games. All the games were good, bruh.
And Tennessee needs to get rid of Ryan Tannehill. We don't trust in Dolphins quarterback.
I was just about to say, this man, you already know. Those of y'all got to follow us a little bit more. Like, yo, Jets man over here, he don't like nothing.
For y'all don't know, this is a Jets jersey. This is a New York Titans jersey, 1960. This is what we first started off at when we played at, the Polo Ground.
He's a fan, y'all. It's official tissue.
Official tissue.
He out here. That's not a Mark Sanchez.
This is a throwback jersey.
Yeah. He out here. He out cheer.
But next game.
Yeah, let's move on into that Bills Chiefs game. Now, that was a good ass game, and I think you called a shootout. I think you might have. I think we both. No, you know what? I think we both said it was going to be a high scoring game, bro.
And the crazy part, like, even though you chose, you chose the Chiefs on that.
Nah, you right. If anything, I'm gonna edit it and I'm gonna see for myself. But I think I did pick the Chiefs. We gonna find out, y'all. I might be lying on this. We gonna check out.
We called that right down the middle as far as how it was going to go.
Mm-hmm.
We both brought Light to what's his 13 name? Davis.
Gabriel Davis. Yeah.
We both called Light to him, and my man's went off.
X Factor, bro. 200 yards, 4 touchdowns, bro.
Imagine if you had him in FanDuel, bro. You won some money.
Yo, you definitely won some money.
And I checked it. He was only costing by like 6,000.
He was less than Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah, so he's definitely.
Son, y'all could have put him as if y'all play not even FanDuel, freaking DraftKings. They got the captain joints. Yo, Gabriel Davis was ranked. I mean, in terms of money, was not very high stock. Now, yo, today's price might not be yesterday's price. You know what I'm saying?
Today's price is not yesterday's price.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, that was a good ass game, bro.
It was.
But what did I tell you about the defense? If KC's defense don't show up, it's going to be a shootout. And Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes, bro.
I'm happy as hell with the out.
I know you are, bro.
Fuck Bills Mafia. And listen, for all you idiots, I'm calling y'all idiots. I don't give a fuck.
He does that a lot, y'all. Those of y'all that are new.
For all you idiots online talk about something, they need to change the overtime rules. These men get paid millions of dollars to play defense. The NFL overtime rules are fine. You both get a chance to score. If that first team don't score, if they kick a field goal, then you have your opportunity. You want things to be different? Stop them. The Bills went into that game with the number 1 defense in the NFL.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear shit.
Hey, listen. You play to win the game. The rules say if you score a touchdown, it's game over. That's what the rules say.
Somebody hit me up on Twitter like, oh, it was the Jets, another story. No, because I know what it is. They play defense for a reason. Stop them.
That's it.
They didn't do nothing.
First of all, we could talk about heartbreaks. I'm a Saints fan. Any Vikings fans out there, we could talk about heartbreaks. So don't get me started, because I said the same shit when we lost on that bullshit ass Hail Mary nonsense. What they call it, miracle in Minneapolis. That bullshit, bro. When that shit happened, what was it? Terrible defense.
This is some get back for you, because Diggs is on the sideline.
You know what I'm saying, son? It all comes full circle if that's the case, bro. Because what do he have? I know he had under 50 yards, bro.
He had a really.
I think it was if I'm not mistaken, it was like 20 yards or less, bro. I could be capping, but I don't think it was that many yards.
The Chiefs' game plan was like, bro, he had 2 catches.
Yo,
and one of the catches he had was a 2-point conversion.
And the headline read, Diggs was thinking about this all last year. They showed the picture of him staring at the Titan trying to shit.
The Chiefs went into that game like, yo, we gonna let everybody else beat us. He ain't doing it. But
and Gabriel Davis said, "Show enough, I'm gonna try."
Happy to watch Buffalo get their ass out of here. All right,
That was a good game, though. That was a good game.
Oh, shut up. You know what? I'm gonna be real. I ain't gonna be that much of a Bills hater. Josh Allen is it. It sucks that the Jets.
I ain't gonna hate on Josh Allen.
It sucks that the Jets have to deal with another quarterback twice a year that has it. Hopefully, he takes a step back next year. All right, next game.
Yeah, this guy said, all right, let's move on over. This nigga got to the NFC. I'm going to just add that voiceover to all of them, son. Just you wait, son. Nah, let's jump on in. Let's just jump right into an upset that I predicted wasn't going to go the way that it went. Let's do Green Bay 49ers, because I will be the first one to say I was wrong as hell, bro. I did not expect that, son. I did not expect that, bro.
We both called it to be a close game, but, you know.
I didn't think it was going to be like that in terms of the closeness.
I went into that prediction thinking that Aaron was going to get that monkey off his back. For those who don't know,
he never beats the Niners.
He hasn't beat the 49ers.
In the postseason.
He hasn't beat them.
Not a once.
From how he's been playing this year, I didn't think that it was going to lead into that. But in watching that game in its totality, you know what the issue really is?
What's that?
Aaron Rodgers gets into the postseason against teams that are tough and likes to play hero ball. My prime example, if anybody wants to take the time to look at the game film, I'm pretty sure you can just Google it. There was one play in that game where they run a play, both Devontae Adams and 13. Oh my God,
Lazard.
Both run deep.
Alan Lazard.
Adams runs a deep post. Lazard runs a go route. They're doubling Devontae Adams. Lazard's literally running 20 yards unopposed. There's nobody next to him. Aaron Rodgers throws to
Devontae Adams
in double coverage.
They were talking about the double coverage. I didn't recognize the other side of the play though.
Now, luckily, the ball didn't get picked. But Lazard is literally in the corner like this. I understand that Adams is your go-to. He's your number one receiver. For a reason.
Yeah, I was about to say it's Devontae Adams for good reason.
But the playoffs is always about the other man, and if you watch any sport, it's always about the others who step up when they need it.
Mm-hmm.
I can go back the day the Lakers when they were doing their first three-peat. Excuse not their first three-peat, the three-peat of our generation.
Oh yeah.
When they were doing their three-peat, who was getting in there? Robert Ory. You feel me? It's always about the others. You know your stars.
Them extras, yeah.
You know your stars.
Yeah. That's why I know we're already over it, but that's why I shout out Gabriel Davis,
exactly.
the supporting cast, bro.
The cast has to show up. So, but you as the quarterback, you have to put them in an opportunity to do their job.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't doing that.
Nah.
There's no way that an Aaron Rodgers-led team only scores 10 points.
10 points, bro.
No
Honestly, I did not expect it. I expected way more than that, but you know, it is what a TI is. You know what I'm saying? So let's move on to our last game in terms of the division round. We got the Tampa Bay Bucks and the Rams. My only win for the damn. Oh no, I'm 2 for 2. Yeah. I mean, unless stats are corrected, we'll edit that in if I need my stats corrected. But yeah, I was right about this one. I know for a fact. And in terms of the score, I mean, I think I was pretty close, and I like that game. That was a good game. But you know what? I don't want to hear not a one person say not a one thing about, oh, Tom Brady almost bought us. Shut the fuck up. Because honestly, the Rams sold, number one. And number two, it's not Tom Brady's job to play both sides of the ball. So anybody who say, first of all, son, I'm not even a Tom Brady hater. I won't even call it that, but bruh.
I'm loving that energy. Go ahead.
Yo, when Chris Collinsworth, you hear the way he talks? He's like, oh, if Tom Brady gets another touchdown. But he don't say nothing about if the Rams score, keep it going, bruh. Chris Collinsworth is another nut rider. But honestly, great game that the Rams almost made it in terms of like letting them catch back up.
It's funny.
Shit.
Dante sent me a clip earlier. Speed made a part 2.
Fucking guy, son.
Chris Collinsworth was on Tom Brady sucking that. Chris Collinsworth was on national TV bouncing that ass.
Yo, like, dang, take Tom Brady nuts out your mouth, bro. Dang, he not paying you, bro.
Listen,
damn.
The highlight of my weekend was watching Buffalo and Tom Brady both lose. Oh my God. What a Sunday.
What a Sunday. What's that up? Feeling kind of Sunday.
Listen, I'll say this. The The Rams did everything they power to get that game.
Oh my gosh, I'm not even a Rams fan, and it gave me anxiety, bruh.
Bro, I was watching that game. I knew it was going to go downhill when they had the snap fumble, and I'm like, bro, come on,
son.
You don't do that against Tom Brady.
Nah.
And, shout out to Matthew Stafford. We're going to just call it what it is. Him and Cooper Kupp.
He finally got a team that could play with him because he's always had the talent, and he's always had at least one good receiver.
The Detroit problem was always their defense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He has a team now that can keep him in the game, not just the offense. He's got the defensive side of the ball too. Shout out Cooper Kupp. What do you have? 182 yards?
And that last play, he didn't do nothing special. He just went deep.
Yo, all he did was a straight go route. He just ran. They was like, hey, he said go, and caught it. And back to your point, you can't be mad. Oh, this not fit. Play defense. He ran straight up, bro.
And real talk, I don't even put that on the Bucks defense. That's just bad coaching. If you guys know anything about, excuse me, I'm still waking up. The Bucks defensive coordinator is the Jets' old head coach, and he has a bad habit of blitzing zero coverage against plays that he knows is going to be a certified pass. If you guys don't know what zero coverage is, basically if you blitz on that, everyone's in man. There's no safety help. So it's literally one-on-one across the board. With the objective is the edge rushers or the defensive tackles have to get to the quarterback almost instantly. And you're sending that extra fifth man, which means everyone's free.
Hence, cover zero.
So he did that on that play. And that's why Kupp was able to run right by Winfield. He was able to run right by him because he's a safety. He's not a corner. That's going to happen every time you run that play. But there's a reason why he's not the head coach of the Jets anymore. Was. And that was just a dumbass play call. And everybody, he'll stand by that. No. They won the year before because he didn't do anything dumb like that. So, anyway.
I mean, that was overall, all in all, great game. Great actual division round. Way better than the wild card round.
Shout out to the Rams again. Cheers.
Cheers. Clank.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Get him up out of here. Make sure when you edit this, you put the... He might be I'm tired of watching his ass. Get his ass going.
Yo, son, first of all, this is going to be a great... I was telling my dad the same thing. I just want to see new faces. It's not even about being hated. I just want to see new faces. We're seeing new faces in the playoffs. I'm not upset. So, being that the division was lit, it was actually a really good round. Let's move on
to the championship game.
The wonderful predictions for the championship round.
We're going to start with the AFC championship game. We got the
Chiefs versus the Bengals. You know, honestly, I'm going to say what I said last week. It's going to come down to defense. If the Chiefs don't step up, they could very well lose this game. And the reason why I say that is because Joe Burrow, I'm sorry, brother. You know, I'm going to call you brother because I seen you when you was at LSU, bro. Don't act like you ain't, you know what I'm saying? But I seen him going up against the Titans defense, which is better than the Kansas City defense. What's stopping him from going crazy? You remember one of them games? Didn't he have 6 touchdowns? One of these games? Jamar Chase, honestly speaking, like, they got Jamar Chase, they got T. Higgins, they got Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd is, mark my words, Tyler Boyd and Uzomah, they are going to be the X factors for the Bengals because if they do decide to double Jamar Chase, good luck with that. If they do decide to try something crazy, those X factors like we just talked about, Tyler Boyd and Uzomah, they're going to be the difference makers. Now, for the Chiefs, if McCole Hardman, mark my words, if McCole Hardman steps up, it's going to be a great game because it's going to make them not focus just on Tyreek Hill and what's his face, Kelsey. But that's what was wrong with them when they played the Bills. Patrick Mahomes put, 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns on the ground? By himself, I'm saying?
He had the one. He ran for 68 yards, which is nuts.
And it's like their defense is immaculate. So if the Bengals defense, now talking about their side of the ball, if they don't step up, bruh, we could very well have another shootout go either which way if the defense doesn't.
That game's going to be a shootout.
Honestly, we gonna talk scores in a second. I'm gonna let you speak. Go ahead. My bad.
I'm just calling it what it is. That game's gonna be a shootout.
Definitely.
Both teams are weak at corner.
Yeah.
And then the secondary in general, Matthew might not even play.
Well, he's questionable right now, but I don't know if it's on the right side of questionable.
Listen, for how he went out and for him to miss that entire game last week, I don't think he's playing.
I mean,
truth be told, yes, he's Tyrann Mathieu. They can live without him playing.
Mm-hmm.
But it still makes their secondary weaker.
Yeah.
As you can see, Buffalo exploited the shit out of that.
Yo, whoever's in the slot, shout out Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins, bruh. Gabriel Davis had 4 touchdowns, 200 yards last week. Just let that sink in.
I honestly feel like Burrow might have 2 receivers go over 100.
Yeah.
Whether it's chasing Higgins and Boyd, chasing Boyd.
I can see that. Go ahead, my bad. I'm cutting you off again.
That's going to be a shootout. But my prediction for that game, the Chiefs are going to win by 2 touchdowns. I say that. I'm not even going to give a score. I'm just going to say that because...
Nah, give a score, bro. Give the people a score, bro. Give the people a score. Don't cop out with no vagueness, bro. Give people a score, son.
Give people a score. I would say...
If you had to pull a score out the air, what would you say? You said shootout.
If I'm going to go shootout, I say, the Chiefs drop a 40 burger on them. I would say anywhere in the round, the Chiefs score 42 to the Bengals 34.
Okay. I'm going to say Chiefs.
That's not 2 touchdowns, by the way. That's just me putting out a score because he asked.
I wasn't going to say nothing. Y'all can do the math. Y'all smart at home. I'm going to say they just put up 42 in overtime against the Bills. Yikes. I'd be comfortable saying another 42-35 Chiefs. It's going to be a great game is what I'm feeling, yo. It's going to be a great game because like you said, I said defense need to step up, but I don't see it happening. That's going to be a great game.
So
great game.
Correct what I was saying. Chiefs 42, Bengals 28.
Okay, I was going to say, you do the math, bro, because I know what you was looking to do, but you say your scores, bro. I'm going to say the Bengals lose by 1 touchdown.
Because don't sleep. It's nothing light on what Joe Burrow's doing. The NFL should be fucking worried if they ever get an offensive line.
Fuck that. We just talked about it. If they get a defense, bro, the Bengals going to be a problem. If they get, bro, Joe Burrow is still young. Yeah. You still got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd. All of them are under 30, bro.
Oh, and speaking of which, I'm bringing this up because I don't think you're aware of it because I know you're not big on Twitter. You see the bullshit Eli Apple's been tweeting last week?
I'm sure he did some nonsense because wasn't he involved in some nonsense taunting and shit last week?
He tweeted some dumb shit about the Giants fan base and he went in on the Saints fan base.
What'd he say?
He said New Orleans is the worst town to play in. He said the town stinks. The fans are dirty.
Where he play now again?
He's with the Bengals.
Ah, yeah.
So the Bengals.
Nigga went from my bad. I was about to go in, y'all. I was about to go in.
Current Saints players, his old Saints teammates, and Saints fans have been destroying.
Okay.
Him.
Who that? I just wanted to make sure. That's all.
Bro, they showed this 5-minute highlight tape of him just getting murdered. I'm like, bro.
How you like them apples?
One person tweeted, bro, I literally typed your name in, and this is the first video that came up. So I went and did my own research on it, and seriously, you type his name in, the first video that pops up is him getting torched.
I promise y'all, in the edit, I'm going to put that video in there when he's talking about it.
They're gonna go after him this week. I feel it because I feel like Mahomes is going to make an example of him. He had a good game last week, but he's feeling himself. People need to be humble. If you're in a position where you're doing something that you've never done before, it's okay to be confident. Yeah. But there's a difference between being confident and being cocky.
Just for that, I hope you get exploited. I honestly hope you get ran over. I don't wish no concussion or nothing like that. That's crazy. But I wish you get ran over.
Being that we're in this area, I can tell you Eli Apple is not it. Hope you have a really good career.
Yo, listen, bro. I hope you get that ring. I really do. He's not getting it. But hey.
At least this year, he's not getting it.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Fuck around, he gives up every touchdown pass.
Yo, I remember when he was on the Saints. That's why when he was talking all that shit, I'm like, yo, he's just saying all of this honestly because look at where he's at. Because I remember when he played for us. I ain't going to talk no shit. Who that nation already doing what they need to do. So let's move into the next game. You know what I'm saying? We already said our predictions.
Next game we got.
Talking about the NFC. We got the
Rams
Niners versus the Rams. And honestly.
That's a division game too. That's going to be a good ass.
And you know why I think it's going to be a great game? Because the Rams lost last game.
The Rams have been able to beat them.
Another team in their division that they can't. Yo, what is it about the Niners? They got Michael's secret stuff, son. And I ain't talking about Jordan. I'm talking about Irvin. You feel me?
Let's get into it. And Deebo Samuel literally said what I.
You talking about what they call him, a wide back now?
Yeah. He literally said something earlier today, what I've been thinking for a while. People killed Jimmy Garoppolo for his lack of production, his lack of stats, his lack of numbers. But he does exactly what they need him to do. At the end of the day, what else can you ask for? If he's in a position where he's not turning the ball over.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, last week he threw like 3 passes that should have been interceptions.
He had one.
If he's not putting you in positions that's hurting you, and the team is built to run anyway, what's the issue here? People are killing him for stuff that's out of his control.
Shit, I kill him because think about it. Yeah, it's a run offense, right? Do you think they're gonna run that? I mean, yeah, we've seen what happens, but this is playoffs now. Yes. This is playoffs.
Yes.
Because again, go back a couple rounds to the wild card. You know, the Bills and the Patriots. I know you hate them both, but they both. It's always a defensive game. Wasn't like that in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Do I think that their style of play, without Garoppolo doing more, is going to win them the game? Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because do I think they're going to be able to run the ball over the Rams? No. I don't think it's going to play out the same way it does in the regular season. Do I think the Niners can win? We'll talk predictions in terms of scores in a second because I honestly don't think it's going to be so easy for the Rams. But I personally think Garoppolo is going to need to do more. I'm going to need at least from him 2 touchdowns is what I think is what he would. Because if they're just going to run the ball every time, you think Sean McVay is going to like?
Yes.
You think so?
Let me tell you why.
Okay, I'm listening.
It's about matchups.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams' defensive line is not built to stop the run. It's built to rush the passer.
Okay.
Who's in the middle of the Rams' defensive line? You can't even name it.
No, I was thinking of the offensive guard.
And you thinking of the edge rusher.
Yeah, that's the only people I'm thinking. I'm saying that was who I was thinking of. Yeah.
Aaron Donald is that man. He can stop the run and rush the pass.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can get Aaron Donald to rush his gap and run the opposite side of him, you basically take him out of the game.
I mean,
and if you watch that last game,
mm-hmm.
George Kittle can block Von Miller.
Yeah, you're right. Wait, Von Miller?
He has a clip. Now I'm not gonna count it as a pancake because it was a
pancake.
It was a borderline double team.
Mm-hmm.
The fullback, 44 Ushek for the 49ers is nothing to be.
That's a big boy, son.
Because he's a monster blocking at that backfield too. But he did a chip block while Kittle was already blocking Von, and they took him out of the play.
Mm-hmm.
Von ended that play on his back.
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell ran for about like 10 yards.
Hey.
So
if it works, I'll eat my words. I've done it already.
Listen to what I'm about to say though. The 49ers also come in that game with really fucking good defense.
Yeah, that's true.
But something in my body.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
Something in my body is telling me that the Rams pull this out.
The thing about it is, you just brought up good defenses. Statistically speaking, Matthew Stafford doesn't play very well against good defenses. Mm-hmm. Whenever they play, even when they played the Niners, he struggled. Mm-hmm. He did very well against Tampa Bay because, 30-27 or whatever, but he did very well against them because Tampa Bay's defense, their corners, they're not that good. And outside of what's his face? Who's their nose tackle? Vita Vea. Yeah. JPP, all of them, they're great. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying in terms of corners, I noticed that when he can't get it to his main guy, Cooper Kupp, he struggles. Mind you, he's got OBJ and Van Jefferson who can step up. Talking about role players, they're going to need to do something because, honestly speaking, Cooper Kupp is going to work for his yards, I feel, on Sunday. I feel like he's going to have to really work for his yards, bro.
That game is going to come down to pass rushing and run stopping.
Both sides of the ball, if that's the case. Because don't sleep on Sony Michel.
The 49ers have to get to Matthew Stafford, and the Rams have to stop the 49ers run game.
And let's not sleep because they are tricky. Their plays are they some tricky bastards, bro.
And it does go. And I was going against the grain, but I kind of agree with you. Garoppolo's going to have to step up because what is eventually going to come down. Because if the Rams are able to put points on the board with their passing game, Garoppolo's going to have to.
They can't hold the ball and keep running. They're going to have to air it out. That's what I'm saying. He don't need to play hero ball, but he needs to step up and do a little more. That's all I'm saying.
The only way that works is if the Niners score first, and then they're able to control the pace of the game.
Okay.
And they keep it at their tempo. Now, if the Rams end up scoring first, then Garoppolo's gonna have to do what you said.
Yeah.
But if the Niners score first, then they're gonna run their tempo and just pound them assholes.
And listen, if it works, I'll eat my words.
But like I said,
but in terms of scores,
I want to say Niners because they literally play bully ball, and I know the Rams are not built to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
But something in me is telling me that Stafford is going. This is his time. Like you can't let these opportunities go to waste. He's been waiting his whole career to get to this point. He's here. I feel like this is Matthew Stafford's time to get to the Super Bowl. I don't think this game is going to be really high scoring because both teams have really good defenses. I want to say 21-24 Rams.
Okay. And just to your point, listen, I've liked Matthew Stafford for a while, but he hasn't really got to this level because of his team. Now he's got a great one. I'm going to go with the Rams this week, and I'm going to go with 17-14 Rams.
Okay, see, close. Field goal.
Yeah, I'm saying it's going to be down to a field goal because I know that's not going to be a shootout.
So we both got the Rams winning by field goal.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah. Because you said 24-21. Yeah.
All right, and with that, basically we're predicting a Rams-Chiefs Super Bowl.
Yeah, basically.
Which I think
read between those lines.
Exciting.
That would be. We'll talk about that if it happens, y'all.
And then next week we can cover the Pro Bowl.
Hey.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that episode's gonna be about the Pro Bowl. I haven't watched the Pro Bowl. I'd rather watch golf, y'all. The Pro Bowl is just not it. It used to be, but I don't. It's just something about the formula. But
the sad part is the Pro Bowl can never be it because it's not like the NBA All-Star game where they can actually go hard at each other for a couple minutes. You can't do that anymore. Yeah. Because you go hard at each other for a couple minutes, somebody gonna care.
Yeah. And in the Super Bowl next week, like, and then, my bad. They don't have those same players. Yeah.
They put the Pro Bowl before the Super Bowl, so the players in the Super Bowl don't have to play in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
But they still get their Pro Bowl checks.
Hey.
So
count the green.
With that, episode 16 in the book, we're gonna let you guys see how these predictions play out. Hopefully, the championship games can give us the same energy that the divisional round.
Yeah, please, because the way it's shaping up, we should have a good Super Bowl amongst us, y'all.
I'm not trying to watch no blowouts.
Hell no.
Yeah, only if the Jets was playing, I'd try to watch.
This guy, son. But on that note, y'all, we gonna holler. Who that? We out of here.
No Talent Beats, play us out.
Bow. Oh, it'd be nice if you played.
No Talent Beats.
For all you dirty birdies out there.